Alaric Finn wiped the sweat from his brow, the relentless sun of Solera bearing down on him and his team. The desert stretched endlessly around them, its golden dunes shimmering in the heat. Despite the harsh conditions, the settlers pressed on, driven by the hope of finding something valuable beneath the sands. "Commander, over here!" shouted Dr. Elena Navarro, the lead geologist, her voice filled with excitement. Alaric hurried over, his curiosity piqued. Elena pointed to a glimmering vein of mineral embedded in the rock. It pulsed with a faint blue glow, unlike anything they had seen before. "What do you make of it?" Alaric asked, crouching to get a closer look. Elena's eyes sparkled with awe. "It's extraordinary. This mineral. It seems to absorb and emit solar energy. If we can harness this, it could be revolutionary for our settlement." Before they could celebrate, a loud rumble interrupted their thoughts. Dust clouds rose on the horizon and Alaric's heart sank. Darian Voss and his mercenaries were approaching, their intentions clear. "We need to move," Alaric ordered, his voice steady. "Secure the sample and fall back to the settlement." As the team gathered their equipment, Darian's forces closed in. The settlers, though outnumbered, fought back fiercely. Alaric's tactical mind raced, devising a plan to escape. "Head to the ravine," he shouted. "We'll lose them in the canyons." The team sprinted towards the ravine, narrowly avoiding the relentless assault. Darian's voice echoed through the canyon, filled with menace. "You think you can escape, Finn? Solera will be mine." The narrow walls of the ravine provided temporary cover as Alaric and his team maneuvered through the twists and turns. Their breaths were heavy, but their resolve remained unbroken. As they emerged from the ravine, the settlement's gates loomed ahead. Almost there, Alaric encouraged, pushing his team forward. Once inside the safety of the walls, they quickly sealed the gates and prepared for the next steps. In the settlement's lab, Elena began analyzing the mineral while Alaric debriefed his team. "Commander, this mineral is remarkable," Elena said, her excitement palpable. "It enhances our resistance to the sun's radiation. If we can synthesize it, we could change life on Solera forever." Alaric's mind raced with possibilities. "We need to keep this under wraps. Darian can't get his hands on it. Increase security and double our patrols." As night fell, Alaric found himself deep in thought. The potential of the mineral was immense, but so were the dangers of falling into the wrong hands. A transmission from Darian interrupted his contemplation. "You may have escaped, Finn, but this isn't over. I'll take what's mine." Darian's voice crackled through the comms, a chilling reminder of the threat looming over them. The settlement buzzed with activity as Alaric and his team fortified their defenses. The recent encounter with Darian had left everyone on edge, but it also ignited a fire of determination. "We can't let him intimidate us," Alaric addressed his key allies in the command center. "We stand our ground and protect our people." The settlers worked tirelessly, reinforcing barriers, setting traps, and preparing for the inevitable attack. Among them, tension brewed as ethical questions arose about the mineral's use. "Commander, are we sure about using this mineral?" questioned Sarah, a young engineer. "What if it makes us no better than Darian?" Alaric's gaze softened. "It's a valid concern, Sarah. We need to use it responsibly, for the greater good. It's not about power, it's about survival." As dawn broke, the first signs of Darian's forces appeared on the horizon. The settlers braced themselves, ready to defend their home. The initial skirmishes tested their defenses, but Alaric's strategic mind kept them one step ahead. "We must hold our ground," he rallied his team. "Darian wants to break us, but together we are unbreakable." The first wave was repelled, but the real battle was just beginning. An explosion rocked the settlement, signaling the start of a full-scale assault. Alaric grabbed his weapon, determination etched on his face. "This is it. We hold our ground," he declared, ready to face the coming storm. Darian's forces launched a relentless attack on the settlement. The air was thick with the sounds of battle, gunfire, explosions, and the shouts of both sides. Alaric led his people with unwavering courage, his mind a flurry of tactical maneuvers. "Reinforce the eastern wall," he ordered. "We can't let them breach our defenses." The settlers fought valiantly, their determination fueled by Alaric's leadership. Amidst the chaos, Alaric noticed a hidden tunnel entrance near the perimeter. Realizing its strategic importance, he called for a team to investigate. "Close that tunnel before they overrun us," he commanded. The tunnel team encountered fierce resistance, but managed to collapse the entrance, cutting off Darian's reinforcements. The settlement's defenses held, but the cost was high. "We've secured the tunnel, Commander," Jape reported, his voice strained but triumphant. "Good work," Alaric replied, relief washing over him. "Now we need to push them back." In the heat of battle, Alaric confronted Darian directly. Their eyes locked, each recognizing the determination in the other. "This ends now," Voss, Alaric declared, raising his weapon. In the dimly lit tunnel, the final confrontation between Alaric and Darian unfolded. The air was thick with tension. each man aware that this battle would determine the fate of the settlement and the mineral. Darien sneered. You're a fool, Finn. This mineral could make us gods. Alaric's eyes narrowed. It's not about power, Voss. It's about survival and doing what's right. The fight was intense, each man leveraging their surroundings and skills. Alaric's tactical brilliance and determination gave him the edge, slowly overpowering Darien. As they fought, the ground trembled, signaling a greater threat. What's happening? Alaric demanded, still locked in combat. Darien's eyes gleamed with malevolent glee. You may have won this battle, Finn, but the war is far from over. With a final desperate move, Darien activated a hidden device, causing the tunnel to collapse around them. Alaric barely escaped, dragging an unconscious Darien to safety. Outside, the settlers had pushed back Darien's forces. The battle was won, but the cost was high. Alaric looked at the battered settlement and the faces of his people, knowing their fight was far from over. We've proven today that we can withstand anything. Alaric addressed the settlers, his voice filled with resolve. Together, we'll build a future on Solara that we can all be proud of. As the sun set over the desert, Alaric stood tall, a symbol of hope and determination for the settlers. This is just the beginning, he murmured, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.